Taliban shootout in Palace, Mullah Baradar was attacked, punched by Haqqani. Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar was physically attacked by a leader of the U.S. terrorist-designated Haqqani Network in early September during talks at the palace over forming the cabinet, say sources. The man the U.S. and its allies hoped would be a moderate voice in Afghanistan's Taliban government has been sidelined after a dramatic shootout in the presidential palace in Kabul, according to people with knowledge of the matter. Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar, the group's most public face who led peace talks with the U.S., was physically attacked by a leader of the U.S. terrorist-designated Haqqani Network in early September during talks at the palace over forming the cabinet, the people said, asking not to be identified discussing the incident. Baradar had pushed for an inclusive cabinet that included non-Taliban leaders and ethnic minorities, which would be more acceptable to the rest of the world, the people said. At one point during the meeting, Khalil-ur-Rahman Haqqani rose from his chair and began punching the Taliban leader. Their bodyguards entered the fray and opened fire on each other, killing and wounding a number of them, the people said. While Baradar was not injured, he has since left the capital and headed to Kandahar, the group's base, to speak with Supreme Leader Hibatullah Akhundzada, effectively the Taliban's spiritual head. The cabinet lineup released on September 7 included no one from outside the Taliban, with about 90% of spots going to ethnic Pashtuns from the group. Members of the Haqqani family received 4 positions, with Sirajuddin Haqqani, leader of the Haqqani Network who is on the FBI's most wanted list for terrorism, becoming acting interior minister. Baradar was named one of 2 deputy prime ministers. The Taliban and Haqqani groups merged around 2016. The people said the head of Pakistan's intelligence agency, who was in Kabul during the discussions, backed the Haqqanis over Baradar, who spent about 8 years in a Pakistan prison before the Trump administration facilitated his release to participate in peace talks. The little-known Mullah Muhammad Hassan was chosen as prime minister instead of Baradar because he has better links with Islamabad and isn't a threat to the Haqqani faction, they said.